boxing news, and I am live once again. I'm back in my domain. It's time to counter, it's time to talk some boxing, the things around boxing, boxing fights to come, but most importantly, what just broke as of the news in the boxing world. Okay, what the hell is going on here? Um, Let me see if I'm even reported live. I'm not sure if that's the case. So that doesn't even show that I'm live. Yeah, it does. Okay. All right. Well,
Not sure if that's the case.
all right. So I'm not really seeing anything. Um, Deontay Wilder, man, when it rains, it pours. And I just gotta say, man, off top about Deontay Wilder, um, I'm trying to see what's going on with this. Yeah, this is weird. Hold on a second, because I don't see people coming on, but I don't see comments. So let's do this because I think it's been tripping anyway. So let's change up a bit. So we have Deontay Wilder. He has a restraining order against him. You guys know that as of now. You guys know that Telly Swift. I don't know if that's still his fiance. I would think it would be weird to say it's still his fiance putting a restraining order against him. Now, I hear it's a temporary one as long as they go to court. I don't know what type of court case or court matter they're going to. I don't know that. That hasn't been revealed, but it has went public that she has filed one, and she's filed one based on the idea or the fear of Deontay Wilder doing something harmful to her. Okay, so we have to look at it like that. I do think that it's very, very, very convenient. Okay, very convenient that she would do that now as opposed to either when they broke up or, when things kind of hit the fan when they did split. That would make more sense to me than now. That's the only thing. See, and I understand women in situations of domestic abuse. I don't want to sound like I'm not sympathetic towards that because that's very important. In my hometown, okay, for an example, I remember in the year of 2015, there were three different ladies, and I'm in the third largest, or I lived once upon a time in the third largest city in Louisiana. Okay, Shreveport. That year of that, I don't know about the other years. I just know that year in 2015, there were three deaths within 3 months of each other of domestic violence, not gangs or drugs or no, domestic violent cases where these men were crazy and abusive and violent, and they murdered their significant other. So, and I knew one personally. You know what I mean? I know one, Cynthia McCrae. Shout out to her. God bless the dead. She called the police 8 times about the same dude coming, going back and forth, knocking on her door. And they're telling her, oh, well, unless he does do something that's actually a threat, we can't do nothing. And guess what they did? They did nothing. And this man made his way into the window of her house, shot her son, and killed her with an AK 47. So, no, don't get it twisted. Domestic violence is dangerous. That's why you can't buy a gun if you are convicted of domestic violence. It's real serious. So don't have me thinking, and I don't want people thinking, oh, Kurt, you're siding with Deontay. I'm not siding with Deontay. I'm not siding with Taylor Swift either. We have to put everything on the table and talk about everything. Has Wilder been through this before? Yes, he has. Unfortunately for him, because he was in Vegas and got into something with some girl, where he put his hands on her. And here's the thing. For everybody that thinks or feels that they need to put their hands on anybody that they're with, mind you, walk away, and that's the wrong person for you. That's just, that is just, it is what it is. I don't know what the hell this is. All right. But listen, understand that for what it is. I think if anything, man, I feel bad for Wilder. I just think it is a Big Baby Miller just posted something. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm going to be busy all night. I thought I was going to chill tonight. No, we can't chill tonight. Counter punching goes, stays open. We never close. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's what we do over here. So, but back to Wilder. I just understand, like, if she put up with this man's stuff since 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, because they broke up, right? Understand this, though. I'll say this. I still think that was the worst time to do what she did. Not saying it's not right for her to do it, and I understand the whole term better late than never and all that stuff, but understand this. When you go to someone and you and you put up with their stuff, and then you witness them getting knocked spark out, pretty much. And then you decide to, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and file a restraining order against this guy. I think that's wrong. And if anything, this is what I'm saying, if anything at all, I feel that, you have what she's doing is not good for her. She may think, okay, well, yeah, it's time to get out, because it's like this. Let's say, like she said, it's fearful. Like, look, this man just got whooped, and she's been with him when he got beat the first time. Okay, if that transpired, let's say 2020, he jumped on her or whatever he did, got physical. And she's accustomed to that. She knows what it's like for him to be with him when he has lost a fight, because that behind the scenes stuff is a mother sucker. People don't know about it, and then when you hear that, you can't help but to realize or to think about that image to this day. That sounds pretty violent. She's known of that. He's been beaten 2 other times after that. The very next year, he was beaten again. She stayed. Then he won. He beat Elenius. Then he lost. She was there. Because you remember they were clapping when Jarrell Miller got beat. All of them were just happy as hell. And he goes out there and repeats the same process pretty much. I just think it's hilarious because it's like, okay, you're looking at, you're happy that another fighter lost, but then everybody's clapping and this, that, and the other. Okay, so pin to live stream. All right, I don't understand what's going on with this, but anyhow, you have Wilder. I don't even think that he's back yet. Can anybody even tell me that did he even come back to the States yet? I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know if he's back, you know, because it's crazy. And imagine, I'm pretty sure he knows now. So I don't think that was smart for her to do that. If he was that violent, that should have been something that she would have waited to do or already done. You know, that impeccable timing, man, I tell you, oh, well, yeah, you lost that fight, buddy. No more turkey a la chic call. Oh, well, let me cash out. So let's talk about the other part. Because the other side of this is, well, I know I've been through his violent rants before. So therefore, if I've been through those before, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just get out of Dodge now because I've been through this before. That's one side. Now the other side is, hey, you ain't gonna make no more money, buddy. And who says that a director's gonna cast you in their movies? You know what I mean? They start casting you before you get beat. You know, I mean, well, you did have like Victor Ortiz and Ronda Rousey and all those. You know, they're good now, but you know they got a somewhat of a following or whatever. But you know, maybe she did it because she knows or she feels that maybe he won't be worth a shit anymore. And prize fighters fight off the money that they receive. There's no residuals. There's no retirement plan for any of those boxers unless someone sets aside for one. Okay. Okay, what the hell is this? Let's see what's going on. I'm getting messages from everywhere. Hold on a second. All right, let's see. Okay. Now, okay, B. Foster. Yeah, here's the thing. What's up, King Kirk? The message bar on your live stream isn't up. I don't know what's going on with my message bar. I have no clue. That was, a member, of the channel, and they were like, "Hey, it's not even up." So, yeah. Skrilla 50 in the building, I believe. I'm not sure what's going on with this. I don't know. You guys want, I can redo the live stream. Let me do this. So so what we can do, because this is kind of retarded, that's the whole point. We can talk about the whole ordeal. So what I am going to do is I'm going to make another live stream. And when I do so, let's see if it does the same thing. Bars. So let's see here. Let's see. um, let's see. Shout out to my girl Virgin. She's gonna love this. The way I'm putting this together. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so let's go here. And okay, of course we'll do that. Okay, we'll allow chat. All right. Maybe that's what that is. Okay. So, all right. Boom. Let's try it now. So, I'm going to go live on this one. So, everybody that's on right now, um, I still don't see a. Okay. So, let's see if. So, someone go over, come off of this live stream and go over to the new one and see if this works. Because I got 100 people here and then nobody here. So, let's see if someone's on the chat that's available to comment. Okay, so we got one person on the chat. One person, send a message and see if it goes through. Because this is, if not, this is just something with YouTube. Something's happening with YouTube right now. Because if not, I could just cancel one of them and well obviously there we go. Boom, it's working. Okay, so everybody jump on to this live stream. So we got Skrilla 50 in the building, Julian Falcon, my boy J. Roos Theory, your masterful works of tech support worked. Yeah, just had to make another stream. I don't know. So you guys just jump over on this one and I'll cancel this as soon as you guys come over. I know people are lazy. If you're driving, don't worry. But understand, if you want to make a comment, you got to come to the new stream. Okay? It's labeled pretty much the same thing, but it's Deontay Wilder's No Se Dive, which is hold on a second. It is hold on, let's see. Yeah, it's finally working. Let's see here. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Okay, cool. All right, so we're off and running. Okay, the women right there is a vulture. Ooh. J. Roos Theory, what's up? Skrilla, Adari. I love that camaraderie on in the trenches. Dari in the building. Kurt, salute. Julian Falcon. Nah, did you really just turn off the stream? No, I didn't. Nah. Akupil Pharma. You sort of gave a hint of these events on the day of his loss, and I'm so shocked to actually see her bail out. I did. I did say that, man. And I didn't want it to be. And see, here's the thing, man. I have something. I have something to really tell you guys that I'm not going to tell everybody, but I'm going to tell the members only. Okay, so I'm going to do another live stream for the members only. So if you want to hear this, because I'm going to do this and we're going to talk a good bit because we got a lot to unpack, counter on this. Did Deontay Wilder raise his voice? Yeah, I think he did that a lot. Tell us. Well, I will, but that's a members only type deal. Bars, okay. But yeah, Akupil, I did, man, and I did say I hope she's still there, and it's crazy. The very next day, I started getting inboxes, and I was like, okay, what's going on with that? And boxing, the boxing source, counterpunch to you, brother. And I started seeing Wilder with another woman, and I'm thinking like, oh, okay, damn, that was random, that was quick. You know what I mean? That was like pretty much too quick for comfort, right? So I'm like, all right, what's up with that? And then that's when I did the video, of course. I was going to do one because I'm like, okay, you got someone that's been around Deontay Wilder for a long time. Now, at that same time, this whole time, and this has everything to do with what I want to tell my members only, okay, that surrounded this whole relationship. And I know it, okay? I know it, definitely. I know it. is this occurring since 2015 and she just made this public, then it's given Robin Given vibes. Skrilla 50. I mean, we can't overlook that. You can't say that this isn't something similar. See, here's the thing. The only difference between her and Robin Givens' ass lied about having a baby. She actually had one. You know what I mean? She procreated with Mr. Wilder. Oh, and that's his kid. Oh, make no mistake about it. That's the Bronze Bomber's baby. That's his seed. You know what I mean? Robin Givens was just around to get that money because she know if she married him, though, she can get that alimony. I mean, alimony. Oh, man. The final boss, Luca Mora, he was holding hands with the new girl, and I knew Swift was going to get her back. Ooh, that may be something. That may be something that I didn't really think about, maybe she's doing that out of spite. That could happen. People in emotional situations, especially after a breakup, they do silly shit. Man, I was chilling, and we was on the beach. Me and my peeps were on the beach, and we were taking marijuana shots at this, I think it's 305 bar. It's a beach bar, and I heard this story about the owner, and the owner was just getting buck wild with people, meaning she's doing inappropriate stuff. Okay. Stuff that, stuff. And I was like, wow, she really did that. And she was dating this other guy that they had a bar together. And then the bar, that they had together, I guess they split up. When they split up, he took another bar and she had another bar. Well, she did all this grinding and all this flirting and all this, that, and the other. The very next day, she comes to the man's bar accusing another woman of sleeping with him. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, well, you was just grinding on my boy not too long ago. You forgot that. You know what I mean? So, maybe that is the case, Luca Mora. So, counterpunch to you. Hella money, alimony. Wilder reportedly made $30 million fighting Parker and Zhang. She wants a bit of that. Well, here's the thing. For us to do this, okay? That turned a blind eye on what could possibly be the motive for her doing it. We're not fools. You know what I mean? Anybody can see, okay, Wilder got knocked out. So you waited to this man to get knocked out, not when he came back to the States. You did that before this man even came back. It takes a day to get from Saudi Arabia anyway. And then you waited to do that after he gets knocked out? Come on, man. That's not good. That's not cool. Now, I don't want to jump down her too, because I don't, like Kanye. You don't have all the answers. You don't have all the answers. Kurt. Wilder was busy making babies with his Filipino wife while other heavyweight boxers like AJ was training harder, developing his boxing skills. That's the truth. Bars. Abby, Seedorf, counterpunch. And let me tell you something. This is exactly what I thought about when I was editing the video that I posted when the business broke about Wilder and his ex-fiance. I thought to myself, I said, you know what? That's why Joshua don't get himself involved in women, and he said it. Anthony Joshua said, they asked AJ, you're married because he was wearing a wedding band. He said, yeah, I'm married to the game. Right? And then what ended up happening was they were like, well, why don't you have a girlfriend? He said, no, I don't want to do that. Why? So I can get myself involved, and I'm always training, and I'll never be able to see her. She ends up leaving me, and then I'm all messed up over her, and I can't train, I can't focus, I can't do my job while I was supposed to. No, I know what that man does. More than likely, AJ has chicks, does that 50 Shades of Grey shit, and makes them sign a damn NDA. And then they do what they do, and then she go on about it, her business at that time. That's what he probably does. And everything is quiet kept with him. But he don't have nobody flaunting on his arm that could possibly be an Achilles heel because he knows that he's in this for real. Bars. That's what I'm talking about. Your mom's AJ on the down low. Well, I remember watching a live of Blue Blood Sports TV. And Blue Blood he was like, I just never, I just never seen, I'm not saying everything. You know, I'm not saying that he's gay. I'm not saying that, okay? But what I am saying is you never seen him with women before. You never seen him out. You just see a bunch of guys, a pack of guys around him. You never seen him with females. I never seen him with females. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, you just trying to say something without saying something. Don't be slick, Blue. We know what you trying to do. Bars. Was looking for the feeling that Swift did. Can't find it on the record yet. Oh, the filing. Ah, okay. Bob the not Bob the Head. Stop. Don't do that, man. You don't do that because I don't know what that condition's called, but whatever that condition is, I don't want that condition. And I don't wish that condition on anybody. You don't know what that condition is again. AJ's a wise man. I think he is. You know what? Okay, here's the thing. This is 2024. Who and whatever AJ's doing is not for public consumption. And guess what? He's better and his life is better because of it. Let's just keep it what it is. Whatever and whoever. Blue Blood's tongue. It's slow like his voice is putting his face to sleep. Stop. She mad Wilder turned into a passport, bro. Yeah, probably. Yeah, more than likely. I mean, because he probably wised up. Understand surgeries, cosmetics. I don't, people are talking about like he compared him to Mike Tyson because I get it, the heavyweight comparison. But if you really want to compare Wilder to anybody, you can compare him to Floyd. Money Mayweather. The same stuff happened to Money May. The chick got known for being with him, and she lied about the pregnancy. Or no, she didn't lie about the pregnancy. Allegedly, she was pregnant and then she had an abortion. That's what happened. She hit the cancel button on the children with Floyd. Messed Floyd all up. AJ does what Eddie tells him to do. He got that lifetime contract. It's wild over here. It's soft in the UK. Oh, man. Yeah, that did raise some eyebrows when Headman said that I'm signed for Eddie for life. Ooh, I didn't like that. I mean, who would? You know what I mean? Why don't you do like the Canelo way, where you do one fight at a time, or no, you give me 50 million or 100 million for this contract. Usyk is the man. It's hard truth, but it's the truth. I think if you want to be a boxer, you shouldn't get into a relationship or marriage until you're at least at the end. Look at how Teofimo ended up. Yeah, I hate that for that kid, man. Teofimo Lopez, I think he's a little trash talker, but what do you want from him? He's from Brooklyn. What Brooklyn fighter you didn't know that talked trash? So, that's that. I like Teofimo. His dad talks too much shit, but I like Teofimo. And I hate what happened to him. But the fruit don't fall too far from the tree, right? That's his dad. He talks shit and he. But anyway, no, I thought that was wrong. And come to find out that, man, his wife or ex-wife's family were a bunch of leeches. And he took care of all these people. Imagine you got to take care of probably 10 people's bills with the fight purses that you have. Not only you got Uncle Sam taking damn near half, then your promotional company getting their percentage, then you got to pay the camp, then you got to pay the sanctioning fees, and then you're left with the rest, and the rest, all these people are coming in and taking your money. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah, look at Andy Ruiz, another one. Andy, I think, took it better, but his wife, his girl was dirty. She was cutthroat. Honestly, she was cutthroat. Because, see, here's the thing. Um, she tried to sabotage his career. See, she didn't want him to make no more money because I guess she figured Andy ain't gonna make no more money since the Anthony Joshua saga, right? The two fights he had with him. She thought, you know what? I don't want him to make no more money, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that's cold. Because why would you put your ex's career at stake when he's supporting you? That's when someone does that, that means they're not doing that. They're not looking at their family, they're not looking at their kids, they're not looking at their possibility, their future. They're just being emotional. They're using an emotional situation to do something to hurt someone else. Now, the question you ask yourself is Telly Swift doing the same stuff? Because if she is doing the same stuff, okay then. But, logic tells you that ain't the case. I don't think that's it. Usyk said Derek Chisora hits harder than anyone he's ever fought. Oh, wow. Big up Chisora. Wilder is in a confused zone. Where does he go from here? I don't know, man. I think Wilder should go home to his mom. Because if I had problems like that, and if I had my mother still around, that's exactly what I would do. I would go home to my mom and let her cook me something to eat, and let me chill around my mom's house and hang out with her and rest, regroup. And I'll do that as long as I need to. I don't need ayahuasca from some damn South American tree, okay? Look at what Jim Mosley did. Look at what Jen Mosley did. Who's that? I thought only African took care of in-laws and extended families. Nope. Nah, poor T.O. was doing that. And you know how these young girls say money? Money! I need money! Where's my money? I'm like, damn, why are you saying it like that? The hell's wrong with you? Like they're making love to it. Money! They got an accent, that E. Crazy, man. Yeah, I feel sorry for Wilder, though. I mean, I just think that was a poor time to do it, And it's like, okay, if you knew all this was going on, you knew, okay, I'm done with this relationship. I've taken enough of Wilder. See, here's the thing. It had to be some ups and downs. That was his fiance. So that was somebody that he was planning on marrying in 2018. And this is 18. That was his fiance. So they got together in 15. 3 years later, he proposed to her. So the question you ask yourself, why in the fuck did it take them from 18 to 23 to get married? I'm not going to be engaged with somebody that long. I don't think about it. Like, why would you want that title that long? The hell you waiting on? So that's a red flag. So I don't know whose idea was it. Oh, let's just wait. Amir Khan's wife too. Look at yeah, let's see. Okay. All right. So I had to refresh the screen. Let's see here. Big Kurt Dog in the building. Let's go. Capital 2 times. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Damn. I missed all these. Telly was a part of Al Heyman package. Ooh. Ouch. That's crazy. J 420. I think Bridger Wake should be eradicated. Kurt, do you think Wilder assaulted her? No, I don't. I don't think that he did. I think they were arguing, and I think he put hands on her in a heated argument. Like, when you say assault, meaning, okay, did he beat her? No. Did he assault her? Probably legally, you could say. I mean, that's assault right there. That's assault. That's assault. So no, I don't think he did that in that case. I think they were arguing. And you listen, when you have to look at both sides. We seen Wilder get mad. We seen him create off the premise of losing it in an interview to this day. Right? We seen him get you. Okay, okay. Ooh, wait a minute. There's some viciousness and some violence behind this man. Any man that says I want to catch a body in the ring. Think about it. We got to look at all this stuff because this is going to come up. You think Telly Swift's group, team, lawyers, you think if they're trying to concoct a case against Wilder, you think they're not going to use all that against him? Of course they are. He said he wanted to catch a body. He said he wanted to catch a body in the ring. And he told me the same thing. Bars. The AJ's the boss. He can leave when he wants to. Yeah, man. Great advice, man. If I listen, like again, if I could, I would go home to my mom and just get a big hug from my mom. Let her cook me something to eat. And just kind of tell her what happened. And let my mom talk shit about her. She ain't shit no way, baby. I told you about her, Oh, I can't believe she did that. You know what? I'm going to take her off my wish list. I'm going to take her off my prayer list. Wilder looked like he was running for his life from the opening bell. I mean, he was. He seen what Zhang did to Joe Joyce. Anybody that knocks Joe Joyce out with that type of chin, you think he wouldn't do that to Wilder? And Wilder get knocked out by guys like Tyson Fury? No, man. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. Tyson Fury, then it all comes down to the fact that Tyson Fury don't hit that hard. You know what I mean? So Wilder just got a vicious beating over and over again. I mean, that was repetitious. The shots that he took. The shots that he took from Wilder with Tyson Fury, he had to have a lot of them. But I mean, Wilder, I think his durability, those fights took a lot out of him. He can say whatever he wants to say about it, but still, I don't think he could take those shots. Zhang's lead hand is very destructive. That right hook is deadly, man. You don't want to get hit with that punch. And see, he was probably looking at the left. He should have been looking at the right hand. He shook Zhang up before he got KO'd. I'll give him that. Yeah, he caught him. He hit him. He gave him to this day punch. To this day. To this day. Zhang is probably the hardest puncher. I wouldn't doubt if he was. You know what I mean? But see, here's the thing. If he's the hardest puncher, what does that really mean? Yeah, it's bragging rights, but what does it really mean in a full spectrum of fighters these days? Nothing. Yeah, I think he hits harder than Joe Joyce. I think he hits harder than Hrgovic too. But both of those guys got decisions on him. Over him. He wasn't able to knock him spark out. He was able to drop them both, but could he beat him? No. See, Wilder, I always put Wilder in that category anyway. I never put him in like, oh, he's just the best. No. There's just people that followed him. He was an American fighter. He was a Black American fighter, and a lot of Black American channels followed him because he was a Black American fighter. Okay? They jumped on that bandwagon because that's all they really had. Jarrell Miller's, his legacy, it was already tainted. And plus, he didn't have real, true American roots anyway. One part of his family's from Haiti, the other part's from Belize. So, yeah, he's from Brooklyn. He's American, but he wasn't, I guess, quote unquote, Black enough to, of course, be followed in that case. And then, on top of, him cheating and stuff like that. Wilder knocked at all the trash fighters. Well, knocked out all the trash fighters. Mac. But if Joshua sent him flying in headgear, I'll reserve my thoughts on his chin. Well, here's the thing, people. You guys remember the fighter that Joshua knocked out, the last one he fought? You remember Frank? Does anybody remember Francis Ngannou? Everybody talked the same shit about Francis. Francis can hit hard as anybody ever. He's the most highly recorded fighter to ever hit anything because it's been recorded. Okay, do you guys remember him? Do you guys remember him? You know, everybody was talking shit about him. He was just like, oh, well, you know. But when AJ knocked him out, what difference did it make? Miller isn't an FBA. What does that mean, according to them? So why did they jump on the Lomachenko bandwagon? Was it because of his place of birth? If Wilder did not have those 3 fights with Fury, how do you think he would have done against Parker and Zhang? Because clearly something ain't right with Wilder. Telly probably still mad that Wilder turned down a $100 million deal. Well, here's the thing. I wonder, when did they start dating? See, they started dating back in 2018. No, you're right. You're right. So he turned that deal down in 19. Oh, fundamental Black American? I've never heard of that shit. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. Ever. Fundamental Black American. Huh. Too much sex effort. That man say, ha ha. He said, you're going to have to serve me 3 times a day. Wilder told her, you're going to have to give me some 3 times a day. That's the deal. And here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Like, she talks about that as though, okay. What did she say exactly? Sucky, no money. Kurt, are you full Black American? Am I full Black American? No. Adari, Kurt Zhang versus Kubrat Pulev, and Daniel Dubois versus Luis Ortiz in China. Foundational Black American. Okay, foundational Black American. Okay. What are the criteria? Do I meet the criteria? You know, that's the question. See, if that's like, okay, so my roots have to be all in America. There ain't. So I'm not. That's the thing. So there you go. Kurt, do you think Wilder did the best that he can? So basically, foundational Black American means that you have to, like, so both of your parents have to be African American, and both of their parents have to be African American. Kurt, do you think Wilder did the best that he can do in the Zhang fight? I do. Based on the circumstances, Mac, and let's talk about that for a minute. People question, why the hell is Wilder so skinny? I kept hearing that. Like, man, what's wrong with Wilder? I'm like, well, what do you mean? Why is he so skinny? Why is the ninja so skinny? Who wins, Dubois versus Luis Ortiz? Dubois would beat up Ortiz. Ortiz, now, here's the thing. Ortiz is dangerous. I wouldn't count him all the way out. But no, he's just too young. He's probably twice as old as him. Your family can be traced to 1865. Some of them. Yeah, some of them. So I guess I don't qualify either, huh? I don't know. Wilder has flamingo legs. Ray senses. Wilder is just naturally built like that. Ain't nothing he can do really much about it. putting on more weight to make him not skinny just slows him down and gasses him out. I don't believe that shit either, because he didn't do that in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. He didn't do that. See, Wilder had broad if you remember Wilder at probably age, he's 37. So if we go back 10 years, that puts him late 20s. Wilder had a broad chest, you know what I mean? Broad shoulders. He was thicker. Bro, yeah. Remember when he fought Zelenov? That man was tall, broad shoulders, long, and rangy. You know what I mean? Like, Wilder had power, and I think the power came from his back. Like, look at someone like Felix Trinidad. Felix Trinidad was small up here, but his back muscles were consilsive. That's where the power came from. So when he pulled that, you see those muscles back here? That's where that power was generated from. Kurt Rigondeaux is top 5 talented fighters I've ever seen. Mastermind 96, Rigondeaux in the building. I do agree. No, Wilder was bigger than he was. This man has shriveled up. He shriveled up. Imagine what Stewart could have did with Wilder, made him a heavyweight Tommy Hearns, forced him to establish a powerful jab. Antonio Matthews, no. I'm going to tell you what would have happened. If Wilder would have took his ass to Michigan, to the Kronk's gym, and Shelly Finkel, Al Heyman, maybe JD's too, tried to govern the same type of bullshit that they wanted to place upon limits on what Wilder can do and shouldn't do in the camp, my man, Emmanuel Stewart, Manny would have told him, you know what, you get the fuck out of here, take the bronze asshole with you, because you're not going to tell me how to train anybody. You're not going to politic how I train my fighters. See, Mark Breland did it because Mark needed the money. Now, Mark could have done what I said Emmanuel Stewart would have done. He would have done, I think he could have, and I think he should have, but he didn't. So he stayed silent. Let me drop a bomb on you with this. Maybe Mark Breland did that shit. He stopped that fight. Yeah, he saved his life, but he stopped it like, yep, I'm going to stop it because nobody else is. And I told you, mother suckers. I told you all that this would happen. I told you all that he couldn't fight. I told you all he should have done this. He should have done that. He should have avoided this or avoided that. I told you all. So guess what? I'm stopping this fight. Let me throw in the towel. No, man, look, I'm just saying. That's probably what he... Okay, Scans Rants. I'm going to do this just for you. You guys ever heard Emmanuel Stewart talk? I've been hearing Manny for... God bless the dead. No disrespect. But I've been hearing Manny Stewart for a long time. Okay? And this is what he'll say. Well, here's Shelly talking... Shelly and JD's talking to Emmanuel Stewart, trying to tell him how to train Deontay. Here you go. Well, you know, Manuel, you do a lot of stringent activity with your fighters in Lennox Lewis and in Vladimir Klitschko. And, you know, JD's telling what you... Well, yeah, well, recently, you know, his legs have been hurting, and I think that... you know, you've been running him too hard, and he's been talking about his legs have been hurting, and you know, he used to play football, and the football, you know, gave him athlete's knees, and those athlete's knees need a lot of relief, and when you get those relief, and you know, you don't need all that road work for that, because you know that could put stringent. He's got the power upstairs, so I don't think it's going to matter much. What the fuck you mean? It ain't gonna matter much. This is my fighter. You know what? You can't tell me. You're trying to tell me he can't do road work. Lennox Lewis did road work. Vladimir Klitschko had no problem doing road work. Tommy Hearns did road work. And you trying to tell me, motherfuckers, y'all getting in here? Y'all trying to tell me what to do? Y'all trying to tell me how to train him? Well, we're just trying to we're just trying. No, you know what? You get you and that tall brown asshole out of here. He can't run. Hey, Wilder, come here. I'm gonna tell you to your face. If you don't want to run, you're done. Get your ass out of here, man. I don't have time to be fucking around with you. I got real people. Call that big talk. Get Andy, Andy Lee. Call Tyson Fury over here. I'll train his ass instead of you. And you know what? I'm going to train him to beat you anyway. That's what I'm going to do to you. You know what? You get your ass out of here, JDs. You know what? You look like an alien. You get out of here too. Get your asses out of my gym. Trying to tell me, mother, I'm going to get me a damn drink trying to tell me how to train some damn body. Trying to train some damn body. I can have no time for this shit. Hell. All that mealy mouth shit, they coming in here. What the fuck you, what you bringing for? What did you bring in for? That's what Manny would have done. Why? Because it's called integrity. It's called prestige. It's called, commitment to what you need to do. That's what integrity is. You do something even though people don't see it's done. You do it anyway. We got that motherfucker in here just throwing a left hand and a left jab and a right hand. I had to teach him to do that shit. It took me 6 weeks to do that. Now he can't do road work. Would have been hilarious if you actually got a beer. Well, nah, I didn't get a beer. Nah, I'm not drinking nothing, people. No, for a long time. Sounds like a pump from Friday. No, man. And it's crazy because I look at the way Wilder was. He didn't do road work and all that stuff. And it looks strange him doing it. It took me 6 weeks to teach that motherfucker. He'll be talking to Sugar Hill. Don't tap. Let me tell you something. Sugar. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Never let a motherfucker come in and tell you how to train. The moment they do that, you get them the hell out your face, you slap them, you spit on them, you cuss them out, you get them out your face. But you don't allow anybody to come in and affect your training. You hear me? Can you answer a question for me, new subscriber? Okay, what's up, Henry_Goober? Oh, Ronnie Shields. No, Ronnie Shields is raw, man. I remember Ronnie Shields cussing out David Tua when David Tua was fighting Lennox Lewis. And we had to sit there and watch Lennox Lewis pepper David Tua for like 12 rounds straight. It was just getting ridiculous. Lennox was like, he was just peppering David Tua. David was throwing one punch at a time. I'm like, oh my God, crazy. Fortnite or Call of Duty? It's got to be Call of Duty. I'm too damn old for Fortnite. I ain't a Fortnite guy. Shit, what am I, 12? Something my kid would play. Damn, Kurt, you got me in tears with the Emmanuel Stewart impersonation. Man, that's I'm weak out on Vladimir. Because Vladimir has a problem, like he doesn't really engage like he should. And Emmanuel, had to kind of go, he had to go off on Vladimir, I'm trying to. Don't stop all that goddamn up and down shit, man. Just go in and hit him and knock his ass out. Come on, you got 3 minutes. And he get up. Wilder should fight Frank Sanchez or Ngannou next. I would do it for the money. If the money's still available for Wilder, the power versus power. But see, the problem is Wilder has not convinced people that he has that power still. But then the sad thing is he probably wouldn't have ever been able to display it against Zhang because Zhang has such a good chin. And then Zhang has went on record saying, I didn't even feel the shit. Yeah, he used to cuss Klitschko out. Yeah, Skrilla 50, he did, bro. He used to cuss that man out. I'm trying. Had Vladimir sound like Rocky, Kurt, why would Deontay hire someone he beat up like a baby 10 years ago to be his trainer? What does he think Malik Scott teaches him? He needs a coach like Stewart or Ronnie Shields. Abby Seedorf, let me correct you right now and go ahead and counter punch you. He did not beat Malik Scott up. He didn't even hit Malik Scott. That right hand, he threw a left hook and a right hand. I remember the sequence. That right hand didn't land. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. I don't care. It did not land. It didn't land at all. It did not land. That's just it's over. It didn't land. You know, so there you go. I mean, I hate to tell you. I mean, that's the truth. It did not land. Period. Kurt, who do you think Deontay Wilder should be fighting if he continues? I think Adam Kalnaki, someone safe. Adam Kalnaki. Then later on, he could fight like an Efe Ajagba. Charles Martin is a good guy. He could fight. You know, guys over here. Guys over here. Yeah, guys like that. You know, this is a good sign. Wilder should retire. He no longer has the support he needs for motivation, and his beloved wife, who has stood by him all his career, no longer stands by him in the worst moments. Yeah, man, that does show though. It shows the value of a person. It shows you the position that they're really in. I hate it for Wilder though. I really do. I don't like to see and hear stuff like this because see if anything, Telly Swift, if she, okay, I don't know if. Here's my thing. I know this. I know her Instagram followers since she's been with Wilder has increased significantly. She has 2 million subscribers. You think that Deontay didn't have shit to do with that? Let's just be real. It was perks being with Wilder, and I think, she does something like, what's Tyrese's wife? She does the kind of, motivational thing and she has people on her show and stuff. But, I will say this. If Wilder was jumping on that girl, he was wrong for that. But then again, if he was doing exactly what she said he was doing, why were you still around all that time? You know what I mean? I wonder what people's struggle is and their motive to all of a sudden leave. Where's the straw that breaks the camel back? Why would that straw do it by itself? Or was it the straw at all? Or did you just think maybe it was better for you to leave him alone at a certain point? And maybe it's at his lowest point, you want to leave this man. That's my problem. It ain't my problem. Anybody that jumps on somebody, okay, hey man, you jump on somebody, especially that you're supposed to say you love and all this and care for and want to be with, but instead you want to really be controlling in the worst way. And, really the controlling part ain't the worst part. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But, it's all about violence and putting your hands on them and stuff like that. Yeah, you need to go to jail. And you know what? If she's smart, she's going to get a lawyer to take your money too. You're going to buy her 100 wardrobes. You're going to do that for her because that's what she's going to want from you because she knows, she can't get the slaps back or the punches or the shoves or the smothers or the chokes or all those. She can't get that back, but she can get some money in her banking account. She can do that. Kurt, what do you have for the Ruiz versus Miller fight? Who do you have? I would love for Miller to win because Miller's just better for boxing. He's a good motivator. Andy Ruiz has had his time. He showed that, he showed that one night that he can do that thing. He showed up that one night. I ain't seen him since. I ain't seen Andy Ruiz since. He ain't been active enough to say that he's back. You can't say that anybody's back. You ain't seen him. When the last time you seen Andy Ruiz fight? Dude, this is June. This man has been out of the ring since when? Going on 2 years. So, no, I don't want to hear that, man. Who do you think Michael Hunter versus Cash is? Who do you have? I have Michael Hunter. I support Michael Hunter. I'm a Michael Hunter supporter. Shit, we got to have some American heavyweights. Wilder has to shell out money he has to continue to fight, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, if it depends on what happens. If it's a civil case, that means she wants some money. That means she wants money for her daughter. That means she wants money for her pain and suffering. And see, now the controlling part comes in. That woman said all that in her breakdown, like, oh, he expected me to have sex with him 3 times a day. Like, why would you even bring that up? That's something personal. Who cares if he wanted you to do that? If you're with him, that's one of the things you're dealing with. You think them damn basketball wives don't catch the damn blues when them 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" guys coming there with them swords? Talking about, baby, what you doing? You know what I mean? Come on, bro. That man, Deontay Wilder is like, I think he went out for basketball too. But that dude is like an ex-failed basketball player. And all the stuff that goes with it. Bomb squad. You know, he probably walk in the room with Tilly. What, Deontay? Tilly. What, Deontay? Bomb squad! You know, Kurt want to hear Chinese power. Chinese power! Chinese power. Chinese power. She acted like that because his boxing career is over. Yeah, man, talking about that. I'm like, I think that's inappropriate. You don't talk about what's going on in that unless it was something that he wanted her to do that just was like whipped her or abused her, why they did that. But just him wanting that 3 times a day, okay, you signed up for it. You know what I mean? And here's my counter to her. If she wants someone rich without having to do anything for it, get you a Kevin Samuels ass dude. Get you a Kevin Samuels, somebody that's late 50s, early 50s, or mid 50s. Get somebody like that that's pretty much had their fair share of women anyway. So, you know what? They ain't really doing too much these days. You know? You know, they talk about what they were doing. Kurt, why were you laughing so much at Wilder's knockout? Because it was funny. Wilder got hit and he turned around like he was, you know, how he was training. That's why I was laughing. He hit him and then bow. Hey, what bow? Oh. You know, Zhang gave no FUCKS's. He cared not a bit. He played no reindeer games. She can't deal with a country boy from Alabama. Turpentine, probably not. She should have stayed up there with Miller. Cheeseburger. I'll bust her first. You know? Wilder got hit and thought he heard the song, "You Spin Me Right Round, Baby." The final boss, Luca Mora. Wilder did a Zab Judah turnaround. Yeah, man. And like, you know, that type of stuff. He spit in her face, like, man, like, and listen. When it comes to the end of this, I'm going live again. Oh yeah. But it's going to be for members only. So I'm going for members only. And I'm going to tell you firsthand, you guys got to hear this. So I'm not saying, I'm not trying to go. Yeah, you can support the channel. Members only, that's cool. You know, become a member. But I'm going live in about 10 minutes. You know, then I get deeper into this because this gets deep. And I'm going to tell you some things. Hell, I might even, you know, I got receipts, people. Oh, I have receipts. Oh, yeah. I have receipts. Kurt, do you think Deontay Wilder should go down to Bridgerweight? I don't know. I think if depends on what happens here. I don't want him to. I don't want him to put himself in a situation that he normally wouldn't have to if it wasn't for this situation. So I don't want to see Wilder get hurt just because he gets most of his money siphoned from him. You know, but she's good, man. Look, okay, first of all, he did say something. Wilder said something in an interview, and I read it. It was like 5 years ago. And he said, yeah, my girl, I'm supporting my girl because she had some kind of brand that he helped her launch. I think it's perfume or clothes or something. And he made a comment. He said, well, I'm glad she's going to make her own money instead of spending mine. He made that comment, and I thought to myself, like, oh, wait a minute. What would she feel if she heard that? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people would get, especially someone with morals, you know what I'm saying? With standards. Like, why would you say that about me? Because that insinuates stuff, right? Kurt, can you imagine Zilli Zhang become the first Chinese heavyweight champion of the world? Yes. Yeah, Julian Falcons, I agree. Julian Falcons said, Bridgerweight is not a real weight class. Us fans will not stand for an 18th goddamn weight class. Jay, Shootux, 200 to 225 Bridgerweight is legit by the WBC and the WBA. Well, they're both a bunch of crooks, I feel. The WBA and the WBC. They're the worst. Honestly, they're the worst. The only thing worse from the WBC is the WBA. Facts. In a minute, he got a new girl. To all of the gender, you can get a better partner. I mean, she wasn't bad looking either. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Wilder got a preference. Parker whooped Wilder ass, but barely made it past Ruiz. Even Parker thought he lost. Ruiz is worlds apart from Wilder. Power-wise, too. Who else gave it to AJ? Like, not Usyk. He did not more. Wilder versus White. Yeah, I would like that. Shout out to my boy, Rene Padilla, coming in with that 50. Salute, Kurt. What do you think about Usyk going back down to cruiserweight to reign again? I think he's doing that out of the fear, or not even the fear, the reality or the possibility of the IBF stripping him. That's why he's doing that. I don't think he would do that if it wasn't for what the IBF will eventually do. You know what I mean? See, he asked for that. Didn't mean that that's going to happen. He asked for an exception. Don't mean they're going to grant it. Like Daryl Peoples said, yeah, he could ask for one. Why ain't he did it? Well, since he asked for one, then they have to go through the process of looking at his case and his situation and the fight that he has and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I think that's what he and why he's doing that. But appreciate the love, my brother, coming in with that 50. Nicholas, devilish woman. They only want you when you're up. I think here's the thing. I'll think with that. I think that when you have, I think people are forced with choices in their life. Seriously, I think people have a decision to make when certain things occur. And that's just not when, that's not when the person, you are a person. Everyone has choices. And Taylor Swift could have changed a lot of people's perception. I mean, she was doing very well. And that's exactly in 7 minutes that I'm going to talk and just, I have mountains of evidence, guys. But no, definitely, I'm going to my members only, and we can talk about that as an entirety, because I have a lot to say about it. So yeah, if you do want to become a member, you have to, sign and join, because I'm doing that in 8 minutes. So whoever joins will hear this, and it's going to be worth what I have to say. And I've never done anything or said anything about what I know, like in hand. I ain't talking about something I heard. No. This ain't a heard thing. This is a know thing. This is a told me thing. Okay? So I'm just saying. It ain't a detective. Look, I got a call. I'm going to explain that. So you guys, want to become a member, become a member to hear it. But understand that Taylor Swift could have did the right thing she could have chose to stand by this man. And what it shows to me, I don't like, here's the thing. If this man did everything she said he did, I mean, a lot of stuff that, I mean, I'm like, who cares? Like, he asked for sex 3 times a day. Who gives a shit? Did you give it to him? That's the question. You know what I mean? Was it like you're talking as though he had you slaved somewhere? The suffocating. Okay, that's serious. You know, she shouldn't have tolerated that. Spitting in her face. Okay, that's downright damn disrespectful. And you took it. The smothering, you took it. The forced sex, I guess, you took it. You know, the ridicule, you took it. You took all this shit for years. Then this man starts getting his ass chopped down, then you leave. And I don't even think it was his last loss. It wasn't his last loss, but I think the last loss reflected what she did when he lost again. See, he lost to Parker. She was out. I think her decision to stay or go rested on his success. And I hate to say it, but you don't conveniently exit stage left when he gets his ass whooped. All of a sudden shit goes haywire. Oh, I'm tired of this and I can't handle that. You've been handling it. You've been doing this. You've got the residuals and the benefits of this man's hard work and blood, sweat, and tears. All those Tyson Fury knockdowns and knockouts, and you're sitting there. You know what I mean? You're there like fucking Adrian from Rocky. But all of a sudden now you split and he gets knocked out again, or he gets beat again and knocked out. Now you want to hit him with an order. I just find that too convenient. I don't like that whole idea. I don't like the scenario. I don't like how that went. I hate that type of decision making based on convenience and based on someone else's success. You think that man wants to hear that you filed a restraining order against him when he just got knocked out, and you know damn well Turkey Alex Sheikh, His Excellency, more than likely won't call him ever again, because he showed him something twice that he didn't want to see, and that's not regular from the Bronze Bomber. Yeah, he's getting smaller like this, and his damn chest is caving in, and it may be because of her. Just saying. Come on now. Daniel Woods, you just hit the join button. You know, we have certain slots, certain tiers there. Yes, she wants AJ. Shaquille Brown, I was thinking that shit. I want AJ's. That, you know, look, yeah, Daniel Woods. You hit join, hit the join button. Go to the top, and then you'll see the join button. That would be crazy. But, you know, AJ won't. But you know what? AJ, you know what? I think AJ probably would slam. You remember what he did with Amir Khan's wife? Remember he said, no, I ain't hit her, but I wish I would. No, I ain't hit her, but I would have. Because he was hitting his wife up. You remember he was telling his wife, hey, when you come into town, you guys didn't hear about that. If you did, guys don't hear, I can tell you the story. If you heard about it, let me know. If you did or didn't. She about to film Black It with AJ Zhang with KO Wilder. Well, White, rather. AJ will dog her. No, I didn't. Okay. Isaac in the building. All right. So let me tell you the story of what happened with AJ and Amir Khan. Amir Khan, okay, you know Amir Khan got caught with the she-male. You guys remember, he got caught flirting with the she-male? Okay. And I guess that's appropriate. Can I say she-male? I don't know. You know. But, yeah. So, then I think they kind of split up. You know what I mean? And she was pissed at Amir because, you know, it came out. I think TMZ reported it. It's online, bro. This is public knowledge. This ain't nothing that I only know. Unlike what I'm going to tell you guys in the members only here in about 3 minutes. So what ended up happening was AJ started inboxing Khan's wife. And I think they were just kind of chatting or whatever. And then Khan's wife was saying that, hey, I'm coming into London. And AJ was like, well, hey, when you coming, you know, we can hook up and have something or do something. And then Amir Khan found out about it and he got pissed. You know what I mean? And like then it got public some kind of, I don't, like some of these paparazzi mother suckers, I don't know, like something's about them that's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, do y'all do stuff illegal? Because like Mel Gibson, and he had his, he got caught saying some stuff, and it's like, where did y'all find this stuff from? You bugged somebody to get their info? Somebody should be suing y'all asses. But anyway, it became public knowledge. And then they asked AJ, and he was just like, well, no, I ain't never had sex with her or whatever, but I would have. I wish I could have. I would have showed her. So saying all that to say this about Telly Swift and Wilder and, listen. AJ would probably do something with Telly Swift. He probably would. I think she's fun. Yeah, I think she's fun. I haven't had none since my training camp. You need to come back to my house. You know what I mean? So did AJ go down? I don't know. I don't think all that, but I just think he said nothing happened. And he said he wished he would have. Not saying that he wouldn't have. He said, I ain't saying that I wouldn't have, but I wish I did. So, yeah. Nah, Kurt didn't get that AJ accent. Nah, yeah. I don't trust AJ in that aspect. Well, I mean, it is what it is, So, but yeah, she has definitely, it's just disappointing though. You know what I mean? But of course, when it's time to bail, it's time to bail. Joke MP, hey, Kurt, I gave a like. Okay. Who they pick up line, stay humble, get on my bumble. Stay humble, get on my bumble. Shout out to Ray Padilla Jr. Kurt, do you think Crawford's going to fight Ennis? If Ennis goes to 154, he will. But if he stays at 147, why would he fight? Why, listen, we have to be realistic about these fights. If Jared Ennis, he's signed with Matchroom now, understand that. And I think at this point, Eddie's taken 5 losses all on the same damn night. And I think Eddie, at this point, he's like, no, let me protect my brand by keeping my fighters fighting, but winning. So, yeah, let me backpedal off this aggressive wanting best fight shit. No. Pro Boxing, how do I become a member? You hit the join button and select your membership. That's how it's done. But no. I think Eddie is probably don't want that fight right now because the way Terrence Crawford is ripping through fighters, especially undefeated fighters, I don't think that's a good idea. Matthew Branch, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Lomachenko beat Haney. I think he beat Haney, but I mean, you can't beat someone, simply beat them at age 35. You have to dominate and stop them. See, Erislandy Lara is a perfect example. Erislandy Lara was outboxing people in mediocre performances. People get tired of that shit. What they do is they pick the most popular fighter, like Canelo. Lara outboxed Canelo, but he didn't beat Canelo. You got to beat Canelo. You got to do something that Canelo, even Triple G outpointed him and bullied him, and Rant chased his ass around the ring and peppered his ass all night with the jab and things of that nature, but he still came out with a draw. Okay? So, it is what it is. Dubois could KO AJ. He could. I mean, he has a puncher's chance. I just finished a video about that. What up, Kurt W? Dion W in the building. Dion, are you ready to hear some juicy, hot, steaming counterpunch boxing news? That's what I want to hear. So, if you guys are not a member, I don't know what to tell you. But I have I definitely have something to say and to add to this whole story that's going to crack it wide open. No cap. No cap. Okay? I can't see a join button. Let's see. A real fighter. Counterpunch to you, brother. Laura beat the shit out of Paul Williams and they screwed him. Yeah. So what did Laura start doing? Okay, I have to finish that story. Laura eventually just started knocking out people. He knocked out Alvarez's brother, got his revenge. He knocked out 3 or 4 other people after that. Laura has been knocking people spark out. I mean, you know, that long, lanky ass left. Whoa, whoa. Okay, let's see. Because, you know, YouTube has been tripping. They have been tripping big time. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so. Mm-hmm. Okay, so. Yeah. So you go to my channel and you hit the join button. You see the join right there? It's right there. Boom, join. You hit that and you pick your poison. You pick your poison. That was Tyson Fury's gold after the draw with Wilder. He knew he couldn't rely on the judges, especially in Vegas, and went Wilder with the PBC and WC behind him. Yeah. Pretty much. I think if anything, let's see. Oh wow. So that was Tyson Fury's gold. Yeah. So I mean, like Wilder, see at that point, Wilder, even in 2020, Joshua got his belts back. So the fight between Joshua and Wilder could have still happened. And that's what everybody really talked about. People talked about Wilder versus Joshua for 3 fucking years. 18, 19, and I know for 2 years solid. That's all we talked about. Wilder versus AJ. AJ said this, Wilder said that, Wilder said this, Wilder said that, Wilder. AJ mentioned this. You know, what if Deontay Wilder becomes heavyweight champion again? That would be great for him. I would love for that to happen for Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He would tell another speech. He would give another sermon. He might shed a tear here and there, you know. So, yeah, so if you guys haven't seen it, yeah, that's where it's at, man. That is exactly where it's at. The join button. So what I'm going to do it is, what time is it on my clock? It is 10:21. At 10:30, I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to hit the join button to become a member. But I'm going to start that live stream at 10:30. Okay? 10:30, I'm going to start that live stream. I hope to see you guys there. This was a crazy breakdown. I hate it for Deontay Wilder, but it's to be continued on some real other ish on that live stream. So if you guys want to check it out, check it out. And for you guys that are members, I'll see you guys over there. But everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.